Gotta kind of fight the inclination to start with blue for ponds and creeks. I mean, depending where you are, maybe it's a clean creek, maybe you got a lot of sun, maybe it is blue. For the most part, though, at least the ones around me, they're mostly brown, brownish blue, gray. Also depends on the time of year. Technically, this is Cayuga Creek, but we're at Como Lake Park, so there's a lighthouse over there too. It's kind of cute. I do want to tone this down a bit too. I hope I'm not in the path of any frisbee golfers. If I zoom in a little bit, we can see the problem is that I have kind of chocolate brown. We'll use some yellows to shift it more toward green brown. There's a good chance that the wind and clouds could change what's here by the time we're done. So I'm not going to get too nitpicky with this just yet. Might come back to the water later. Let's do like a couple little experiments up here. See if we're leaning in the right direction before we commit to putting it everywhere. So that's way too yellow. Let's give this another test shot right here. Needs more red. I want my tripod to blow away. Let's test out some shadowy stuff in here. Speckling the black in a little bit. We'll have to shape the foliage as we go. I'm liking how that half of it looks. Bring some of that darkness over to this side. Being careful not to overdo anything. Easy does it. Retouching some of these bright spots just a wee little bit. It's like when the wind stops, we get these little green shadows on the water, but when it starts again, you don't see them. So it's like, do I paint them or not? I guess I'm shooting for a non-windy ending if I can, so I guess we'll try and paint some in. Such a light touch for these. Barely touching it here. There's the wind that's going to blow these shadows away. Reflections, pardon me. Doing some little touch-up type things now. Bringing out the highlights, fixing the bank, different things. My tripod's blow over. Oh boy. Gotta hold down the fort, literally. Okay. So there's wind right now, which means these shadows aren't there in the wind. But if we wait for the wind to die down a minute, I might get my final shot. So we'll find out. Oh, I have such a hard time finishing these. I keep trying to touch things up. I just want just like a few last little reflections in the water. But if it gets too windy, like, they're gonna disappear, so I gotta work fast. It's looking pretty good to me like that, I think. Probably go with that right there. People ask what I do with the art after the matches. I varnish and frame them. They're custom framed, archivally framed. They're on my website, so add that to your fine art collection today. So let's see if maybe we can do a little walk behind here.